Now it's nearly Halloween and it's the season for pumpkins and all kinds of squashes. So today Sharon Hearn-Smith is here rustling up a delicious roast butternut squash with feta cheese tart. Sounds beautiful.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
very autumnal as well.
Yes, it is. And very on trend now this time of year. As you said, pumpkin season. But I'm going to use a butternut squash, and these are obviously available all year round as well. So you can make this all year round.
But they do look Halloweeny, don't they?
They do, of course. Yes. So I've just peeled the squash. I find like a regular vegetable peeler, will work best, and then just chop it up into pieces. I've scooped out the seeds out of this, but also you could use the seeds. You could roast the seeds with a bit of, and the same for pumpkin seeds actually, with a bit of maybe cayenne or do you like smoked paprika?
Yeah, sure do.
Or what else? Maybe some cinnamon, and a bit of oil and salt, or you could do sweet ones either with sugar and cinnamon.
Okay.
And roast them off in the oven and have them like little bar nuts with a cocktail.
Yes. I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
And people go out, they pay €5 or €6 for a pack of them.
There you go. So there's the pumpkin all prepared. I've cut them quite thick, but I'm just going to roast them off now for about 20 minutes. A little bit of oil.
A bit of salt.
A little bit of salt.
So 20 minutes in the oven for at what temperature?
This is quite high at 220, so about 200 fan.
Lovely.
Okay, so quite high, so for about 20 minutes.
So that'll be working away on its own there?
Yes.
We'll forget about that for a while.
We'll forget about that for now. And then I have this, I love this Just Roll pastry. I pick it up in the chilled section in the fridge and come home and it's ready to use. And look at how easy it is to unroll. As
we discovered last time you were on, I think when this came out first, it was only in the frozen section, but now it's fresh.
Yes, it's in the chilled section also. It's still in the freezer too, but it's in the chilled section. So it's really easy to unroll it. And the part I love also is the parchment paper.
Yes, so no hard work, no rolling or anything, it's all done for you.
No, it's all done. And then you can just cook it on the paper and it doesn't stick to the tray, so you've got a clean tray then as well. So I'm just making a little frame. This is going to be a flat tart. Well, it's going to be lovely and puffy, of course. This is puff pastry, I should have said as well. So I've made a little frame on the outside because I want the outside to stay puffed up, and you'll see later the inside will flatten it down.
I remember doing home economics for my leaving cert, and the teacher tried to teach us how to make puff pastry.
Yeah,
it is a lot easier to buy it.
It is, and I've worked over the years. I've worked with loads of celebrity chefs, and they all use puff pastry. So I'll show you now. That goes in for about. There we go.
And speaking of baking, the Great British Bake Off was on last night. 15 million people tuned into it last night for the final as well. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. It really has kind of, I suppose, brought baking back to life. But we'll chat about this. Just have a look at this.
That the winner of the Great British Bake Off 2016 is... Candice!
Shows like this and the likes of yourself, of course, Sharon, coming on the Today Show makes it all very, very cool again, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, bring baking back with a bang. I absolutely love baking, and I think it's a great thing to do with kids as well, to get kids involved. And there's always a nice treat at the end as well, isn't there?
There certainly is always
a nice
treat.
Baking includes savoury too, so we are
I
baking essentially now.
Yeah, we forget about that sometimes, because when you think of baking, you think of cakes,
the sweet things,
muffins, and all the nice cookies and stuff like this, but this lovely savoury thing here today.
That's it. Now, my topping for this, so I've just, as you can see, I've flattened down the pastry, the pillowy pastry with a spoon.
It's lovely and flaky.
And it's beautifully flaky, isn't it? And golden. And there's some feta cheese, which I've just crumbled up in the bowl. And to that, I'm going to add some ricotta cheese, a lovely cheesy mix, but this is nice and creamy. And I suppose chalky. And the feta is lovely and crumbly and salty then as well.
So it's like chalk and cheese.
There you go, boom, boom.
There we have it.
And that wasn't even rehearsed, honestly. Dahi, you're on the ball.
I was up all night last night trying to think of that. I said, what am I going to do now? She's coming in.
Well done. Well, I have one for you. This tart, I've decided this tart is a bit like us, Dahi. So, low maintenance, but high impact.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
And who's the low maintenance?
Oh, no, I mean, we're both.
Both together, okay.
Yes. Shall we say that so we don't have a fight about it?
Any day of the week.
So, low maintenance is in, it is really quick and easy to make. And actually, you could have this pastry case already baked off, you could have this filling made, you could have your squash.
Can this be hot or cold when you're putting that on? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, actually. Yeah, it can be either. So it's just a little bit warm at the moment. So I'm just going to spread that on.
Nice and gently.
Actually, do you want to have a little spread
I'll
there on the other end?
We've only about 2 minutes left.
Okay, and I'm going to grab the butternut squash. I have one cooked from the oven. I should have said as well, the pastry took about 10 or 15 minutes.
Very, very fast.
Very fast.
That's what we want.
I have some Lovely squash that's nice and tender
now.
now.
There's a lovely pesto over here. I can smell it there. It's just
it smells
so
good,
lovely.
doesn't it?
Yes.
So I'm just going to arrange. Oh, now, what sort of job is that, Dahi?
What?
Okay.
Was it?
A bit more of a spread.
Oh, sorry. Well, you left halfway through the gig.
What was this about home economics?
Well, you can say
actually,
Bosco watching she'll kill me.
Did I hear that I trained as a home ec teacher, actually.
Yes.
Did I hear that you came to our college to have a look around?
Yeah,
one
actually,
year?
I was very, very interested in becoming a home economics teacher for a long time.
Yes.
And then I realised the points were too high and
you left the building quickly.
I dimmed my lights.
Oh, so I've just scattered some pine nuts over that, and that will just take in the oven about another 15 minutes or so.
Cool.
And let me grab the...
What's the lovely pesto
here.
Do you like pesto?
I love pesto.
Oh, yeah.
I love basil. I think it's so great. Yeah. That looks great.
And basil.
That's a lovely thing to start if people come around having a few drinks in their house. You know, that's coming after Christmas and different.
Yes,
it's beautiful. Nice long weekend now for drinks and everything.
Yes, beautiful as a starter or in the evening.
That's really be a great time to pick. Yeah.
Now I'm just going to put kind of large chunks of it on the board there for you to share. And this is a good way to serve it as well. Actually, if you have your friends coming around, rather than serve it up in individual portions. Just put nice big chunks on a tray on a board and pop it into the centre of the table.
Yes.
It looks beautiful and the pastry is lovely and crisp.
Oh, it is.
That butternut squash is a gorgeous colour too.
Are they the seeds that you kept as well?
No, actually these are pine nuts on top.
Oh, they're pine nuts on top.
Yeah, I did say that you could put the seeds actually.
I always throw them away. I never think of roasting
them. You could roast it,
yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Very nice.
And the colours are beautiful.
Sharon, that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Lovely and flaky, the way we want it.
Yes.
Very nice pastry.
Lovely.
Gorgeous.
Sharon, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
If you would like to find this recipe or other
Very nice.
other beautiful pastry recipes, you can go to justroll.ie.